Hello, hello, hello to all my uniques out there. This is your favorite girl, Akudo. Welcome to your unique wisdom. For this week, I'm going to talk about respect. In my last video, I said men need respect and women need love. And in this video, I'm going to explain what respect is. Why do our husbands, our spouse, our partners, why do they need this respect? And what we can do as partners, as wives, to give it to them. To all my returning subscribers, hello and welcome back. For those of you that are not part of my family, what are you waiting for? You see the button down there that says subscribe? Click on that button. Wait for the notification bell. Click on that one too so that you can be the first to see my videos when they drop. Now, let's jump right into it.
Live from Atlanta, Georgia. Beautiful, wonderfully made by God. Welcome to the Big Show.
When I say the word respect, what comes to your mind? Most people will tell you respect is earned, is not given. Respect is you have to do something for us to give you respect. But today I'm here to tell you, my sisters, grab your chair, grab your daughters, grab your sisters, grab your nieces, grab everybody. Let's sit around the table and let's talk about that word respect. Before I go any further, what is respect? And Google definition says respect is admiring someone as a result of their abilities, their qualities, and their achievements. Admiring someone because of their qualities, their achievements, and their abilities. Okay, so we don't just admire these people. They have to have some things, some abilities we admire about them, some qualities about them that we love and we admire, and then their achievement. So many other definitions will say it is a feeling of deep admiration for someone's qualities, for someone's abilities, and for someone's achievement. Some other people define it differently. They say it is regard, when you give due regard for someone's feelings, someone's rights, someone's wishes, and someone's traditions. Okay? So now that we have that out of the way, now how do we respect our husbands? How do we respect our spouse? You see, when I say men need respect, a man knows you love him. A man knows if you didn't love him, you wouldn't marry him. But what he really needs from you is that respect. I always tell you, my uniques, remember my favorite quote: a man is loved. Whether good or bad, a man is loved, regardless. A woman needs to be shown she is loved, while our children need to feel that they are loved. You see the difference? A man is loved, hands down, no case, no trouble, finish, finito. A man is loved. A woman needs to be shown that she is loved, not by your words. She needs to see that you love her. And our children need to feel, they don't need you to tell them, they need to feel that you love them. So, what a man really needs from you, my sister, is respect. And I'm going to break that word respect down. Okay? Respect is spelled RESPECT. Respect. The R, according to our unique, R stands for recognize his leadership. A man is the head of the family. A man is the leader in the family. A man is the head that takes control and leads, and the woman is the neck. You need to recognize his leadership. You need to recognize that he is in charge. You need to understand that he is up there. But my brothers, I also want to say something here. Remember what respect means. You are admired. We have this deep feeling for you because of your abilities, because of what you can do, because of your achievements and your qualities. make sure you are living up to that leadership role. Make sure that there is something you are leading so that your family can follow. If there is no leadership, then there is nothing to follow. So, my brothers, I want you to have that in the back of your head. We are willing to follow. We are willing to follow you wherever you take us. But please let us be effective and efficient leaders. Recognize his leadership. Recognize that it doesn't matter how much you make. Recognize that it doesn't matter whether you are the breadwinner of the house. You have to recognize that he is the head of the family, that he is the leader of the family. You must recognize his leadership. He says, encourage and empower him. Encourage him in everything he puts his mind to. Empower him with your words, with your action. Encourage him and tell him it's okay, but do not encourage him in bad things. Do not encourage evil. When you see him going the wrong way, steer him towards the right direction. Redirect his steps. You are there to encourage him to go higher. You are there to encourage him to achieve his goals. You are there to encourage him to reach the peak of wherever he's going. That is our job. You're there to encourage your husband. You're there to empower him. You're there to nurture. You're there to encourage. You're there to empower. The second one, the third letter says S. Stand by him. Remember, a woman is created from the rib to be beside the man, not from the head to be above, nor from the feet to be beneath. A woman is supposed to stay by the side. Recognize that he is your leader, encourage him in what he's doing, and stand by him. Don't open the same business that your husband has opened. I've had so many stories where a man will open a church and the wife will go open her own church. Why? Why can't two of you be in the same ministry? I have seen stories where a man is selling, maybe selling TV, electronics, and the wife will go on the other side and open her own. If it is a joint decision and say, okay, we as a family, we are going to open a business in Smyrna, we are going to open one in Marietta, we are going to open one in College Park, then that is a family decision. That's not a competition. You are not there to compete with your spouse. You're not there to compete with your husband. You're not there to say, "Imakwandaiwo, let me show him I can do it. What he can do, I can do better." This is not a battlefront. This is not a competition, where people are buying ticket to come and see. This is a family. You stand by him. That's what the S in respect stands for. And the P says, progress with him. Go higher with him. Take him with you. As you get promoted at your job, promote him too. As you make more money, let him see the money. As you go further, progress with him. If he's doing something, his business, if there is something maybe you're an accountant, go help him. Be his accountant. Maybe you are a very good PR person. Be his PR agent. Go out there and be part of him. Progress with him. Grow with him. That is why you are a partner for life. Remember, you progress with him. Behind every successful man, there is a good woman. Every man you see out there that is doing well, that is progressing, that is moving forward, that is reaching the peak of whatever he is doing, trust me, my sister, there is a very good progressive woman behind her, behind him. There is a woman that is saying, ahead, ahead. There is a woman that is saying, come, go on, brother, keep going. I'm here with you. I got you. There is a woman that is saying that. That's what the P stands for. The E stands entertain him. E says entertain him. Most of us women, once we get married, we think, you know what? I got him. So we stop everything we were doing by the time we were dating. You know that man likes you to change the color of your hair. You know that man likes you to dress nice. You know that man likes you to cook the same way you were cooking when you guys were dating. You know that man likes to see you in your little shorts. The man likes to see you in your lingerie. And now you have stopped because you think, oh, why bother? I have two children. No, my sister, entertain your husband. Bring back the spice back into your marriage. Increase your sex life. Change things about your sex life. Introduce things about your sex life. This is for better, for worse. You are in here for a long haul. You are not going anywhere. Entertain your husband. If he likes you to change the color of your hair, my sister, change it. If you need to look good, sweetie, look good. You are a bag of chips and all that. You are all that and a bag of chips. Because you are married, because you have 2 children, because you have 6 children, that doesn't change nothing. That doesn't have anything on you. You are still unique and beautifully and wonderfully made by God. You still got it, my sister. Entertain your husband. That's what the E stands for. And the C stands for communication is the key. Remember to communicate with him. Don't just sit there and think he's a psychic. He's going to read your mind. He's going to know what your mood is. He's going to figure out what is wrong with you. No, my sister, he's not going to do that. You have to communicate with him. Have an open communication with him. Tell him exactly what you're thinking. Tell him exactly what you feel. What you don't like, tell him you don't like this. You don't like the other one. Look at what you like. It is okay. You can talk, speak, talk, speak. Nobody is going to be reading your mind. The C stands for communication, and the last T stands for trust. You have to trust him, my sister, especially when he has not given you any reason to doubt him, especially when he has not given you any cause for alarm. Why do you need to go through the phone? Why do you need to go through his mail? Why do you need to check his pocket to make sure that if there are receipts in there? Why do you need to ransack his car? Why do you need to look and snoop and look and snoop and look? What are you looking for? If you need to be in the FBI business, my sister, go to FBI and apply. If you need to be a police officer, go to your county and apply. If you want to be a detective, I think they have opening at the police office right there. Don't be an FBI in your own home. Don't be a detective in your own house. Don't be snooping and looking for everything when they haven't given you any cause for alarm. My sister, trust him. If he breaks your trust, then that's a different ballgame. If he has broken your trust, maybe you have seen signs that he's cheating and you have confronted him about it, then you need to work on your marriage if that's what you want and do the next thing you need to do. But my sister, don't always be looking for things that are not there because you will run yourself crazy and you're going to run your husband crazy. So I wanted to come to you today with that because everybody has been saying, oh, in your last video, you talked about men need respect, men need respect. What does that entail? My sister, R says recognize his leadership. E says empower and encourage him. S says support and stand by his side. P says progress with him. Encourage him, be there for him. E says entertain him. Don't lose hope. Don't say, you know what, I'm married, I'm done. So every other person can go. After all, I have children. No, my sister, you still got it. You see that thing he loved about you when you guys were dating? He has not changed. He's still the same man. He still loves those things. You just have to put some spice, put some things in your marriage, twist it around a little bit, shake it up a little bit, bring something new and keep it alive. And then C says communicate. Communication is the key. Talk with him, express how you feel, say what you mean and mean what you say. And T says trust him, especially when he hasn't given you no cause for alarm. Trust him and believe in the love you have. Remember, a man needs, not just needs, a man wants and needs and demands your respect. Why a woman needs, loves, and needs, wants, and demands for your love. We are two different. For a man, love means respect. For a man, love means respect. So you have to respect him. You know, some women will write me and say, but how can I respect somebody that doesn't respect himself? After all, respect is earned. How can I respect somebody that doesn't respect himself? Yes, my sister, sometimes it's hard. I didn't tell you marriage is easy. Marriage is hard. Your senior sister, and we all come from homes. You have a big sister, maybe you're the little sister. Half of the time, she doesn't respect herself. Most of the time, she will do things that get on your nerves. Do you jump on your sister? Do you hate your sister? You voice it. You tell her, sister, what you did, I didn't like. Don't do that again. And your sister will say, I am so sorry, Akudo. I didn't mean it that way. And we move on. If we can do that in our families, why can't we do that in our marriages? That man is not going to always be that respectable person that you want him to be. Sometimes he's going to make mistakes. Sometimes he's going to fall short of your respect. But does that mean you take the respect away from him? I don't think so, my sister. I think the same way you make mistakes, the same way you make mistakes, you might fall short. Does that mean he should take his love away from you? No, we are also going to hold him accountable. He shouldn't take it away from you. He should understand that you are not perfect. Just like my sister, he is not perfect. So we owe them that respect. And from today onwards, my unit, let us think twice about it. Let us take this definition of respect. These are the things I think respect means to me. You recognize his leadership, you encourage and empower him, you stand by his side and support him, you progress with him with everything he's doing, you entertain him, you communicate with him, and you trust him in everything you do. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Remember to give us a thumbs up. Remember to share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. I'm still looking for my 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel so that our family will get bigger. And remember, be kind to yourself and each other. I love you guys. Bye bye.